BODDAMN. In this video, I thought it'd be a really good idea to run you through a chest and back workout. It's kind of the one that's on my routine and my cycle right now. I thought it'd be a good idea to show you guys the exercise selection. What's going on, guys and gals? Chris with the BODDAMN channel. This channel is all about food, fitness, and how to live an active, healthy lifestyle. All right, so we're outside of Lift ATX, and they just had a windstorm last week that kind of blew all the covers off and everything like that. So there's a lot of caution tape, and they're rebuilding this gym a little bit at the outdoor section. We had damn near a tornado in this thing, you know, or in certain zip codes in Austin last week. Maybe you heard about it on the national news, but everything's all good and fine and dandy over at the BODDAMN household, but other zip codes got pretty trashed here in Austin, and this is one of them. Blew off a lot of the covers that protect from the sunlight, because this gym has no AC, and it's kind of like a warehouse type gym. And this is one of the reasons why it's becoming like one of the most popular gyms in this entire town, because it's filled with like super grind kind of people, you know, people that are real serious about working out and they're sweating real, you know, a lot. And so it's a lot of fun, but that's the reason why it might look different from some of the other vlogs that you might see on my channel. So we're going to be looking at the chest and back workout today, and I think it's going to be awesome. I think there's about 4 chest exercises and maybe 5 back exercises, and this workout should take about 1 hour and 10 minutes. So it's something that you can do at your gym and follow along if you want to. But if you're looking for some good lean gains for the summer, you want to blow up your chest a little bit, you want to widen your back, make it look all good and aesthetic, I think this workout would be really good for you. All right, so I'm going to get in the gym and get the footage and everything like that, and I'm going to walk you through this workout. Okay, we're at my home gym, and I woke up like 30 minutes ago. But I'm going to walk you through this workout, all right? So I got the footage of the gym yesterday, and the very first thing that we did was we got some abs done, which I like, the leg lifts, and then these kind of, I guess they're almost like flutter kicks, but you know, we want to make sure that we meet the hand kind of close to the ankle, and then some ankle touches, right? So we did 2 sets of 20 of each of those. And then I went to a calf machine, and I did 3 by 8 of calf raises with my toes pointed in. After that, it was actually time to start the chest and back workout. So we let off with chest first, and we did an incline dumbbell fly. Obviously, you want to warm up for this kind of stuff, so I did some hanging warm-ups. I'm not going to show it on the video, but I also did some you know, rotator cuff stuff and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we did some actual incline flies on a bench, which has a little bit more of an incline than 45 degrees. And then after that, we proceeded to do, you know, I had enough blood in my chest to do an incline bench press. So this was also a 3 by 8, and everything that I did today was pretty much a 3 sets of 8 reps. So we went to the incline bench after that. That's really good for the upper chest, building that massive, good upper chest. And then after that, it was time to close the chest out with the third exercise, which was a converging chest press. Now, every gym has some sort of machine that's kind of like this, and it might be something with a weight stack or some, you know, where you don't put on plates, or, but this one in this gym has a converging, kind of like a hammer style press where you put plates on the side. So you might have to find something that's kind of like that. And actually, now the final actual chest exercise that we did was some leaning forward cable flies, which is really good to get the center portion right here and a little bit of the undercut of the chest as well. So that pretty much wrapped up the chest. And after that, it was time to start working on the back. So the way I did that was some assisted pull-ups on a pull-up machine, but using the grip that is like a red grip. So a lot of machines in both my gyms, they have the red grip up there, which is kind of cool. If you don't have the red grip up there, then you might want to do a parallel grip. But we're not looking for a wide grip on this machine. This is a really good exercise to start hitting the lat muscles and even the mid-back. I like to go all the way down as much as possible and try to get as far up as possible as well. The next exercise to really hit the lat muscle, which is going to accentuate the width of the back, is the actual hammer hammer style pull down that you can see right here. Now most gyms have this machine, but if you don't, then I would just do a lat pull down. But this machine is really cool because you can put on plates, and it just articulates in such a great way that you can feel each side of your lat muscles, you know, like has to be responsible for the weight, right? As opposed to like a lat pull down where one cable, it's like, you know, both your lats are pulling on one cable. Well, on this machine, each one of your muscles is responsible for one side of those plates going up and down, which I really enjoy. And after that, it was time to do a kind of like a seated cable row with like a wide grip and using a lot of like leaning forward and then a squeeze. So this is going to hit some lat muscles and the mid back. In order to torch the mid back, we had to go to an actual mid back machine and get a grip that was kind of close to, more like parallel. So that's how we kind of did it in that order, 3x8 of that kind of leaning forward with a wide thing. And then we closed it out with a mid-back actual machine row. And finally, at the very end, I had some energy, so I did some upright rows with a superset of lateral raises. I always kind of like to put these into the back and chest day, just because I like, working on the width. And lateral deltoids are like one of my favorite muscles. So if you want to get that nice rounded cap right there, then I like to hit the lateral deltoid 3 times a week, right? Just a quick set of 3x8. But that's the last thing that I did. I did some upright rows with some lateral deltoid raises, and that's pretty much the workout. So if you enjoyed this workout, then make sure you hit the like button, put a comment, and make sure you subscribe to this channel, right? And I will show you more of my workouts and more health tips and that kind of stuff. That's what we're going to get here at BODDAMN. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Goodbye.